2020 has been a tumultuous year for Dota 2. It all started in 2019. We saw the rise of the first repeat TI champion in OG, then we saw the rise of Southeast Asian team, TNC Predator knocking out Vichy Gaming in NDL's Chengdu Major. That was the first major of the 2019-2020 DPC season. 2020 was looking bright for the season ahead. The WePlay Bukovo Minor, the Dream League Leipzig Major kicked off the new year. All while the news of the new deadly coronavirus was recently being reported as transmitted from human to human.
Good evening. A virus spreading faster than doctors ever expected generated a stern travel advisory today for anyone coming to Canada from central China. The coronavirus is now confirmed to be transmitted person to person.
All of this was happening in China and the rest of the world, and in Leipzig, Germany, it was playing on for Dota 2. On January 26, 2020, the second major of the DPC season drew to a close with a nail-biter grand finals that saw the two best teams, Team Secret edging out Evil Geniuses in 5 games to win the Leipzig Major.
Champions, Team Secret.
On January 31, 2020, WHO started to declare the coronavirus a global health emergency. Even with a global health issue, Dota didn't stop. We saw other tournaments, and on March 8, 2020, Valve's third minor tournament, StarLadder ImbaTV crowned Team Aster as the champion and would win a spot into the ESL 1 major. It would eventually get cancelled. The following days, on March 11, 2020, WHO officially declared COVID-19 a pandemic, and it essentially halted everything from Valve. Beyond the Summit hosted one last LAN event for Dota 2, Dota Summit 12. Fnatic was crowned the champions, and days later, countries started to announce its travel restrictions as they start to grapple against the virus. ESL was prompted to refund tickets for ESL 1 LA and switch to an online tournament for 5 regions: North America, South America, Europe and CIS, Southeast Asia and China. On April 30th, 2020, Valve finally announced that the international will be delayed. However, they still intend to release the Battle Pass with 25% of the proceeds funding the TI-10 prize pool. Both minors and majors getting cancelled, tournament organizers stepped up. Beyond the Summit started a brand new series called BTS Pro Series, which supports North and South America, Southeast Asia, and Tier 2 teams in Europe and CIS. WePlay, Epic Esports Event, ESL, and OJ all stepped up and made multiple tournaments throughout 2020. On May 25, 2020, Valve released the newest Battle Pass, and without a doubt, with everyone staying at home, the Battle Pass broke another record in esports, hitting 40 million. On September 4, 2020, after an outcry from the community calling Valve for not communicating and supporting tournaments, Valve broke the silence and said, "We started reaching out to many more tournament organizers to offer help and financial support to be able to create increased coverage globally for the remainder of the year." The tournament prize pool grew, and we continue to see more and more Dota. And even with increased prize pool, we continue to see teams stepping away from the game due to financial hardship one way or another. Although we didn't have TI-10, 2020 wasn't bad for Dota. We got daily games for multiple tournaments to keep both the players motivated and fans excited during these trying times. With 2021 on the horizon, Valve finally announced the new plans for the upcoming DPC season that's set to begin on January 18, 2021. The new DPC season will consist of 2 seasons, meaning there will be 2 major LAN tournaments. The first season will take place between January 18 to February 28. The first major will be on March 25th to April 4th. The second season will begin on April 13 to May 23rd. The second major will begin on June 2nd to June 13th. For this year's DPC, they will select the top 4 teams from each region for the upper division, and the other teams will be determined through qualifiers. At the end of each season, the top teams from each region will qualify for the major. Europe and China will have the top 4 teams, CIS and Southeast Asia will have their top 3 teams, and North and South America will have their top 2 teams qualify. Following the end of the season, the bottom 2 teams will be relegated into the lower division, while the top 2 teams from the lower division will be promoted. The bottom 2 teams from the lower division will be eliminated, and the open 2 slots will go to teams from the open qualifiers. Valve has also adjusted the game times for each region and division. Here is the upper division. Here is the lower division. Valve also announced the organizers who will be running the regional leagues. For Europe, it will be DreamHack, CIS will be ESL, China will be Perfect World, Southeast Asia will be PGL, North America will be Beyond the Summit, and South America will be Dota Pit. PGL has already announced the lineup for the regional league. TNC Predator, Fnatic, T1, and Boom Esports are the invited teams. 496 Gaming, XIO Dota 2, Execration, Smart Omega, Vice Esports, Galaxy Racer, Signal Ultra, and Neon Esports will fight for the other 4 spots in a double elimination best-of-3 bracket. The rest will play in another bracket with the open qualifiers teams to determine the lower division. DreamHack also announced their 4 invited teams. OG, Team Liquid, Team Secret, and Nigma will be directly invited, while the other 4 slots will be fought for. In the CIS region, ESL has announced VirtusPro will join Natus Vincere, Team Spirit, and Live to Win in the upper division. OGA has also announced the South America region. The invited teams are SG Esports, Thunder Predator, Infamous Gaming, and Beast Coast. The other 8 teams that will fight for the final 4 slots for the upper division will be Omega Gaming, Team Unknown, Team Hokori, Team Incubus, Crewmates, Eagle Boys, Infinity Esports, and Latam Defenders. These 8 teams will play in a round-robin best-of-1 series where the 2 best teams will advance into the upper bracket, while the rest of the teams will play in another series that will be a double elimination to determine the final 2 slots for the upper division. In China, Perfect World announced their 4 invited teams: PSG LGD, eHome, Vici Gaming, and Elephant. The other 8 teams that will fight for the 4 remaining slots are Dalanjing Gaming, Team Magma, Phoenix Gaming, LBZS, Team Aster, Royal Never Give Up, Invictus Gaming, and Spark Arrow Gaming. Even bigger news came out of China. Perfect World and Valve has effectively banned Newbee and the following players from competing: TI2 winner Zhang Fei Hongda, TI7 runner-up Shu Mugi Han, Ying AQ Ru, Wen Wizard Li Peng, and Yang Weishi Chao are barred indefinitely from competing in any Valve-sponsored tournaments. The ban are for the suspected match fixing back in February during the StarLadder ImbaTV Minor. And lastly, we have North America. Beyond the Summit announced the 4 invited teams: Quincy Crew, Evil Geniuses, 4 Zoomers, and Sad Boys. The open qualifiers are set to begin this upcoming week. Enjoy all the Dota. We also have a bunch of roster updates. Roman Resolution Fulminaut joins Hellraiser. Daniel Dandy Ishton unveils his new B8 roster. Alexei Solo Berizin has teamed up with 4 other players to form another squad. And lastly, musician JJ Lin has officially announced his Dota 2 team, Team SMG. It will be led by veteran Dota 2 player Chai Mushi Yifeng, and they will compete in the SEA region. That's all for this week. Remember to subscribe, like or dislike, and have a good year. Here's a tweet from IceRock wishing everyone a happy new year.